What is up guys, I'm here back with another Season of Mastery video. So today we will be checking out what I think is one of the best gold farms currently available in the game, and if I've done my job right, this video should be coming out just as you guys are leveling up in Classic WoW or Season of Mastery, so hopefully you can take advantage of this one right now. It is a bit of a specific gold farm that both has level requirements and profession requirements, but with that being said, it's absolutely insane if you actually meet the requirements for the farm, and this is one of the farms with the biggest improvements overall from OG Classic WoW. Before we check out the farm itself, I want to remind you guys that I've made and published my own gold making guide for Season of Mastery, which is currently an 86 pages long PDF document containing 38 different gold farms suitable for all classes regardless of professions, as well as 36 different items to invest in so you can make profit. There's also some extra tips and tricks there to make gold in additional ways, and the feedback on this guide so far has been absolutely incredible. It makes me so happy that you guys are happy with it, and if you haven't grabbed it yet, you can still grab it for 50% off using the code Solheim at checkout to celebrate the launch of the guide. The link will be in the video description and the pinned comments. But with that being said, let's make some gold. So the farm in question is the Ghost Mushroom Cave in the Hinterlands. So in OG Classic WoW, this was also a pretty decent semi-AFK farming spot, as you could obtain both mithril ores as well as ghost mushrooms roughly every 10 minutes, and they would spawn in numbers of 2 ghost mushroom nodes and 2 mithril veins roughly every 10 minutes, meaning you could farm a decent amount of gold very quickly. But then you would have to AFK for 10 minutes or kill the oozes to make up for the idle time. In Season of Mastery, this spot becomes even better, as we have increased amount of herbalism and mining spawns in the open world, both in terms of actual herbalism nodes and mining nodes. We have more nodes available at one time, and we also have additional node spawn locations, and on top of that, they respawn faster as well. I've gone over here myself and tested this location out in Season of Mastery, and upon arrival I could instantly see a difference, as I was met with 6 ghost mushrooms and 3 mining veins the second I entered the cave. Keep in mind, in Classic WoW you would have 2 ghost mushrooms, while now you have 6. On top of this, I went ahead and tested the respawn timer for both herbs and mining veins, and they started respawning 6 to 7 minutes after being gathered, but they don't spawn with 6 ghost mushrooms up at once, rather they gradually respawn over time, and you should keep looting them every 6 to 7 minutes, while also keeping your eye out for additional respawns. The amount of spawns in this cave could also be connected to the spawns in the open world in the Hinterlands, as we don't know exactly how the increased herbs and mining respawn rate works, and they might have adopted the dynamic respawn rate from retail WoW, but we'll find that out over time, I guess. For the farm itself, I recommend having both herbalism and mining, and utilize the downtime to kill oozelings. These oozelings can drop raw silver as well as vendorable items, and they can also drop an item called Scum Covered Bag, which can contain even more raw silver, as well as healing potions, mana potions, gems, and other treasures. There's 2 approaches to the farm itself, and approach 1 will be to loot ghost mushrooms and mithril veins inside the cave on 6 to 7 minute intervals, using the in-game stopwatch as a timer. This method is suitable for those of you who have 2 characters and can do another farm during the downtime, or those of you playing 2 accounts. The other method, and probably the most applicable methods to most of you, is to just loot everything you see in the cave in terms of herbalism and mining, and just kill oozelings until you see something spawn again. It might still be good to know that things will start respawning after roughly 6 minutes, but in general you should just keep an eye out on the minimap while killing oozelings. Whether you're doing the passive farming method or the active farming method, here's a little tip for an add-on you can use for this farm, as well as any other farm that involves tracking things on the minimap, such as herbalism and mining, for those of you who are watching this far into the video. Get the Minimap Alert add-on. This add-on will scan your minimap for you and alert you anytime anything shows up, and you can also filter out which items you wanted to scan for and which ones you don't want it to scan for. For example, if you're in this cave right here and you only want to scan for ghost mushrooms, you can do that. Or if you're running around farming for herbs and there's one specific type of herb you don't want to loot, you can exclude that one from the tracking list. This can also help you scan for black lotuses in the zones where black lotus will spawn, and if you're camping a set of black lotus spawns, this add-on will give you an audio ping whenever it pops up on your minimap, meaning you can safely alt-tab at any time. This is an add-on that I use myself in TBC Classic to camp for mana thistles, and it really works wonders, so I thought I would mention it just to give you guys an edge over others who don't know about that add-on. This gold farm is probably the gold farm that has changed the most since OG Classic WoW, and in my opinion this is now one of the better gold farms out there available to any class, and it only really requires you to be high enough skill, or high enough level I mean, to kill the Ooslings, meaning you can start farming a decent amount of gold per hour in the mid-40s, instead of waiting till you hit level 60. It is on the other hand dependent on you having Herbalism and mining, but honestly if you just have Herbalism as well, I still think this is a really good farm, but having Herbalism is definitely mandatory for this farm. Over the next couple of days I will be uploading a couple more gold farms that you can take advantage of both while leveling and also at max level, as I have tested out quite a few gold farms on the Season of Mastery open beta, and I skilled up Herbalism from scratch just to test out some of these farms and the respawn rate of herbs, so hopefully this information is useful to some of you. For those of you looking for even more gold farms, once again I have a gold guide that contains 38 different gold farms, suitable for every class, which will be linked down below, so please consider checking that one out. I will also leave a link to my top 10 gold farms in Classic WoW Season of Mastery in the video description, where I cover 10 different gold farms that you can also do to make some gold while leveling in Classic Fresh, to help you afford your mount at level 40, and the epic mount at level 60. Apart from that, I'm just incredibly hyped to finally be playing Season of Mastery. This is a moment I've been waiting for in suspense the last couple of months, and the time is finally here. It is time to farm some gold to level up, buy our mounts, and get to Molten Core and experience the long-awaited, more challenging raid content that we have been promised, and I honestly couldn't be more excited for it. I am most likely streaming my leveling experience in Season of Mastery right now on Twitch, so feel free to check me out on twitch.tv/solheimyt, or the link will be in the video description. And I guess that's pretty much it, guys. I've already spent way too long just chatting on about everything in this video, but honestly it's a great gold farm for all classes, and it's one I instantly thought of when I heard Blizzard was increasing the Herbalism and mining spawns, and I'm so happy to see the outcome. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more Season of Mastery content. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.